Hey there, Improv Tipsters. Paul Vaillancourt here, back with another tip. And today I want to talk about history and philosophy. History and philosophy. Now, 99% of the time, we are talking about either ourselves or our partner or what's happening between the two of us. Every once in a while, we'll touch on what we're doing, right? But I really do think that as we sort of get into deeper scenes and more meaningful scenes, there comes a time when we can say our history or our philosophy. Our history or our philosophy, right? That is the scenes rolling along, and I just want to sort of fill in a little bit of backstory about my character, or a little bit of backstory about the other person's character, right? Here's the thing, I'm not a big believer that you need a ton of backstory in improv, right? You need backstory when you need it. You don't need to come up with it. You don't sort of need to establish 100 million things about yourself. When you need something, you grab it and you make it. And that's always been your backstory, right? That's what's great about an improv. It's there when you need it. Just reach out into space and there it is. Okay, but I think there are times when we sort of give this little bit of history or this little bit of background about ourselves or about our character, right? And I think that adds a little bit of depth, a little bit of gravitas to the scene. A lot of times it also throws out some threads that can be future scenes or tag outs or something, as long as it is something that is generated by the relationship and by the interaction between me and my partner. Right? I don't want to sort of like spend the first 10 minutes of the scene just saying, well, when I was a child, this happened, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? But if the relationship sort of revs up to something, revs up to a moment where that history, where I could fill in that little bit of history or background, that's great. Throw it out there. Let them know just a little piece, right? And that will, as I said, deepen the relationship, add a little gravitas to it, and also maybe sort of be some fertile ground for scenes or tag outs. That's great. And same thing with your philosophy. There's a moment where it's like, why do you do that? Or what's this all about? Or what kind of a person is that? And then you can say it. Just one line that sort of says your philosophy. As absurd or crazy or clear or insightful or profound as it might be, your character's personal philosophy, right? I think that again is like it's like an idea, and not necessarily about the relationship, but the relationship generates that opening, and then you fill it in with philosophy. Right? And again, that could be a real great sort of deepening of the relationship. We understand your character in an even more grounded, deeper way. And also, once we sort of know that the dynamic of your philosophy, that's a lot of times give birth to a bunch of tag outs where we test that philosophy. Well, how does that work out? Right? If we say, if your philosophy is return anger with kindness, great, let's see a bunch of tag outs about that. Or about someone being angry at you and then you being kind to them back. Let's see that. Great. That'd be a really fun little run to see, right? So again, history and philosophy. There are moments in the scene generated by the relationship, ideally, where it becomes apparent that you can fill in a little bit of your history, your background of your character, or your philosophy. What is your character's philosophy? What drives them forward? Okay, try that out. I think it's really fun, especially if you're doing, you're playing a little bit slower scenes. I think that this is a really great, appropriate technique. Or if you want to bring a little more depth to your quicker scenes and sort of open them up a little bit, I think this technique is really great. Let me know down below if you've done this before or what you think about it, and I would love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. Hey friends, thanks for checking out the video, and if you want to hear a little bit more, check out one of these two quality videos. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe and follow us on social media. All the links are in the description down below, and let me know what you would like to see an improv tip about. Thanks for watching.